Hi, this is Brian Fogarty, and this is a video for Chapter 15 of the book Quantitative Social Science Data with R, second edition. Okay, so in this video, we're going to start taking a look at the variable strong leader as an outcome variable, trying to explain people's responses for strong leader. So this is kind of the second part of the chapter. The previous stuff we did, we had people's satisfaction with the current political system, and now we're going to use strong leader as the outcome and move the satisfaction with the political system as one of the predictors. So what we do first is we're going to do a quick visualization of the relationship between strong leader and competence in the national government. With the idea that people who have less competence in the national government might be more interested in a different kind of system. Here, authoritarian system. Again, we're not, there's a lot to parse through in terms of the relationships here, because if someone, just because someone doesn't have a lot of confidence in the government doesn't mean they want like a dictatorship. So we're not completely and fully examining all the nuances in the data. But we can at least get a sense of some of the relationships. Okay, so what I've done already is I went up and took code from an earlier video where we did a bar plot, because we're going to use the same code here. For this one, it's just going to look a little different, but again, it's much easier to sort of fix code or reuse code than write it all new, where we're very apt to make mistakes with it. Okay, so one of the things we need to do, though, is we need to detach the car package, because we want to use this function here, recode, but we want the one that's from dplyr. So there's two ways we can do it. One, we could just click here. All right, I'm gonna do it and then bring it back. So we can just click and we see it goes away. So detach. All right, I'm gonna bring it back. Or we could just type what that code tells us to. So we could do detach package car unload equals true. All right. That takes care of that. Okay, so let's get to this. So we are going to clean this up some. I'm going to, just for order's sake, I'm going to move this around a little. I'm going to copy and cut strong leader. Then for the satisfaction of the political system, I'm going to paste it here. And then where we cut it from, we're going to include competence. Okay. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? Yeah, I'm going to follow the script. All right. So we are going to recode these variables just a little bit. We're going to change them a little so that they can work on the plot. So we're going to take confidence, we're going to make it a factor. Okay. And then I'm actually going to move this because we're going to use this as well. Okay, confidence, and then we're going to add labels to this. So recode confidence, and then I'm going to pull it back. So I'm going to do 1 equals none at all. Oh, 2 equals not very much. 3 equals quite a lot. I always find it funny like how they come up with this. And then 4 equals a great deal. Okay, so we're going to have this recode closed parenthesis, and then we're going to do a comma, and then we're going to add labels to strong leader. All right, so that looks, I think that's good. So what it's going to be is confidence is going to be our second variable, so that's going to be a dodged values where we have the labels in the sort of side legend. And then strong leader, these labels will be on the x-axis. All right, I'm just looking at this for a second. I don't like it. Okay, I think I know why. All right, I think we need to make this a factor. Oh, what am I doing? Let's see if this works here. As factor, strong leader, and then we include that. Let's see if that will work for us. Sorry, I'm kind of talking to myself. Okay, I think this is good. If there's a problem, then we will come back and try to fix it. All right, so this ends here with the single closed and then double closed. Okay, all right, so we have ggplot and then geom bar. The x-axis now is strong leader. And then we're replacing group and fill with confidence. Confidence. We're going to change the labels here, the title. So support, we're going to call this support for authoritarian regimes. Regime or regimes? Either one works. And then we're going to change the subtitle to by confidence in national government. All right, the x-axis is support for authoritarian regime. So we'll just copy that, paste that in. And then the fill, this is for that side legend thing. We're going to do gov confidence. I think that will fit pretty well. We might need to play with that. All right, then we have y as percent. Okay, so we don't need this x continuous because we already did the labels up here. And we're not treating it as continuous, we're treating it as discrete this time. Okay, so discrete, but we do want the labels on a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to cut that and leave that. Y continuous, we want that percent. We're going to use theme minimal, and we're going to use the Veritas fill. Okay, so let's see if this works. I'm a little nervous. Let's see if this works. Okay, this seems like it worked. All right, so on the x-axis, right, very bad, fairly good, very good. Okay, so what do we see, kind of reading the tea leaves? Again, I like to start at, I like to look at the end points, and then also if there's any kind of trend. There's not really a trend per se. The thing that's strange though is if we look at people who say it would be very good to have an authoritarian regime or strong leader, the highest percentage of those also say they have a great deal of confidence in the government. So this is where being an expert on Kenya would be very useful, because that doesn't seem to square exactly. Huh, interesting. And then people right? If we look at people that say it would be very bad for authoritarian regime, the highest percentage here are people who say they have no confidence at all in the government. So we don't know, right, like if this is directed towards the current specific folks in power, right, or if it's more related to the sort of system-wide, right? Okay. All right. So again, you know, if we're going to use this in a paper or something like that, we would want to do some background work to try to get a substantive understanding of what's going on here. All right. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.